The important thing for us is not only for patient to get a good treatment, also to feel good. They certainly bring 10 or maybe 100 more patients who will leave here happy as themselves. Aesthetic treatments are actually not commercial treatments. They are treatments that touch people's lives, and we are touching people's lives here doing what we do. Hello, I am Yagma Koch. I am the International Patient Coordinator of ClinicHair and ClinicTurkey. ClinicHair was established 23 years ago in the field of hair transplantation. Later on, it added the services of medical aesthetic, plastic surgery and dental treatments to its service range and continues to provide service to customer for each aesthetic field whatever the patient needs for. ClinicTurkey started its journey 10 years ago to provide these aesthetic services that ClinicHair has to the foreign patients with the same quality. And with the authorization certificate it holds, it can provide services like accommodation, transfer, translator, travel health insurance that the patients need. Providing these aesthetic treatments, it also provides services to patients like accommodation, transfer, translator support, travel health insurance. Our priority is to provide a safe area for foreign patients and represent our country to foreign countries. Thanks to that, both our companies having health tourism authorization certificate. We can provide services in the fields except the needed treatments like accommodation, transfer, translator support, travel health insurance to the foreign patients. The procedure goes like this in health tourism: patient contact us and then we help the patient for anything that they might need. From the moment the patient land here, there is always a translator to support them. We pick them up from the airport and check them into hotel, and then we bring them to our clinic. All tests, consultations, meetings with the specialist and the physician take place before the procedure. Then, when the patient goes under operation, a translator is absolutely there with the patient during the procedure. The communication of patient with the team is so important. In this sense, our translator functions as a bridge between patient, team, doctor or rest of the staff. After the procedures are completed, the patient again is checked into the hotel. We support them in the hotel too, in case they need something. And we are working with Hotel Garden Inn, a 4-star hotel. For continuity, we prefer chain hotels and do not change the hotel we are working with. Because the familiarity of the hotels is important for the patients to feel safe. The names of these hotels are known in foreign countries and the patients can feel safe here. After the treatment procedure is finished, we pick the patient up from here or their hotel and transfer them to the airport. We escort the patient all the time, beginning from landing at the airport till they board the plane. The treatment process doesn't end when the patient goes back to their country. The patient to feel cared of at the post-op and in their country and take support from our clinic after treatment is so important for US.AS. We provide service for many years in health tourism field. We are familiar with the patients from all cultures. Thus, we already know what kind of attitude does the patient need before they come here. Our clinic's treatment and service logic is to make sure the patient leave here happy. The country where the patient comes has no meaning for us. Actually, maintaining the patient pleasure goes the same way for each culture. We think about opening partner clinics or offices, especially in the countries like England, Germany and Netherlands, because it is very important for us to create an area for our patient to easily access at the post-op. And this is an option that will make the patient feel safer. I have a patient I never forget. It was a period that his life goes bad. And he was not feeling well psychologically. As human being, we need to make a change for ourselves in these type of times. He came to our clinic as the last hope. He had not much of a hope in his life actually. He didn't know he was gonna have this much of a change during the operation process. He was nervous, and I always tried to make him calm and told him everything will be so good. And it happened as I said, 1 year later. This patient came to our clinic just to visit us. He came here to get checked, show us his hair and take photos with us. And I never forget the happiness on his face. Actually, when looked from outside, aesthetic treatments seem to be done for commercial purposes. But it ain't like that. Because we all go through anxiety due to our look. These aesthetic anxiety affects our lives greatly. Dental treatments. Aesthetic treatments. Some things we are uncomfortable with, inborn things, or things that are out of our hands, things that occurred due to genetic reasons. Or the things caused by traumas and stress we go through in life. Actually affects the entire of our lives. And we may be not noticing that its effect is this huge while living. Thus aesthetic treatments are actually not commercial treatments. They are treatments that touch people's lives, and we are touching people's lives here doing what we do. As Turkey, we own a great potential in health tourism. Because we live in a charming location both as health and tourism. We have many experienced and qualified hospitals and doctors. And for tourism, we are the common point for tourists from many countries. In spite of all these things, we are not at the deserved point. And I think the reason is wrong treatments made by under-the-counter institutions. And I think both as the country and us, the institutions who do this job, well deserving. If we do everything we can on these wrong treatments made by these under-the-counter institutions, we will gain a high acceleration. USTTAK is an institution who does great works in health tourism. And we are very happy to be a part of the Health Tourism Stars project. These type of projects make a good step to put Turkey important institutions on the map for health tourism. As ClinicTurkey, we provide service to our patients with 2 plastic surgeons, 1 medical aesthetic doctor, 1 dentist, and health team of 15 persons. We have 6 operation rooms. In the health tourism team, we have a translator team of 6 to support patients in the languages of English, Russian, German, French, Spanish. Other than these, we actually provide service to foreign patients with 80 people, including transfer personnel, specialists, and assisted services. In health tourism, I think we should always put ourselves in patients' place and then act. This is our mentality in health tourism. I always put myself in patients' place. And I don't present any treatment that I wouldn't do to myself, or the treatment that I wouldn't feel safe, or I don't let them to be in any environment. This makes patients to feel good and safe. Because it takes so much courage to get treatment in a country that you don't know the language, culture, people by coming from another country. And if we don't provide this confidence to them in the treatment we present, in spite of their courage, this process goes so nervous for the patient. And if it is nervous for the patient, it is also nervous for the clinic and the team who does the treatment. The important thing for us is not only for patient to get a good treatment but also feel good. Because the patient who feels good, the positive patient always get positive results. And leave here being happy. And the patient who leaves here being happy brings 10 or 100 patients to leave here happy as them. And this way, our country reaches to the desired point easily in health tourism.